by Dr. B. Raghavendra Rao sir. He is a professor from CMS Business School, Bangalore. Sir, I welcome you on behalf of Department of Commerce, Davangere University, Davangere, and my own behalf.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, topic is a role of artificial intelligence in banking. Just I'll give a small brief on this topic. Continuous technological disruptions have changed the way the banking industry works drastically. If we compare it to the time when we visiting a bank was only the way to withdraw money. Now shift over to that modern banking era, that one click on mobile banking app is all you need to make a payment. We know that the banking industry has become a very long way in a few years. Every few months, there is a new technological innovations being adapted to make bank space better. A large part of developments in a banking industry can be attributed to adoption of artificial intelligence. The banking industry is the one of the first industries to adopt the artificial intelligence, and it is expected to change its future. In less than 5 years, several banks are adopted robotics and related artificial intelligence tools to ease their businesses, bring more efficiency, and ultimately optimize the profits to achieve their business goals. However, the resource person, Dr. B.R.R. sir, will going to elaborate on this in simple way. Sir, before that, so our Professor Kumar will going to introduce you, sir.
Sure, sir.
Kumar?
Okay, thank you, sir. Good afternoon, all of you. So now let us introduce. I glad to introduce Dr. Raghavendra sir, Professor CMS B School, Jain deemed to be University, Bangalore. Sir, presently, Dr. Rao is working as professor and area chairperson, area finance, area chair finance at CMS B School, Jain deemed to University, mentoring MBA students in the area of finance and account.
Yes, Kumar. Yes. Sir, probably there is a network issue.
Fine, sir. I'll start.
So I'll welcome you, sir. I'll welcome you on behalf of Davangere University, Davangere. Welcome you, sir.
Fine, sir. Can I start, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. I thank Davangere University for this wonderful opportunity. Whenever I see and hear the word Davangere, I feel nostalgic because till 92 January, I was in Davangere only, brought up in and around Davangere. My UG as well as PG I did in Davangere. That time it was Mysore University. BCom and MCom I did from Mysore City, but Davangere branch. And during 2000 and 2004, I did my PhD under the guidance of Dr. Ainta ma'am, who is presently rendering her service as Registrar Evaluation, Davangere University. In fact, professors who taught us at various levels, UG as well as PG, they molded me, they mentored me a lot. And coming to Ainta ma'am, she helped me to hone the skills of and capabilities of research. And I thank Dr. Satyanarayana for this wonderful opportunity, and I congratulate and applaud the team, Davangere University, for having such a relevant and topical theme. Artificial intelligence is a very, very relevant and topical theme. I should congratulate you. So congratulations. Thank you very much. And I also take this opportunity to thank my business school, CMS Business School Dean Director, and my fellow colleagues, and then Jain University, of course, who have permitted me to go and address this gathering. And it has come out, I think, well, because of collaboration with the fellow colleagues. And I take this opportunity to welcome all the participants, resource people if you have joined, and all the distinguished uh, officers from the University of Davangere. I welcome all. Thank you. So fine, now let me start now. The topic is, I think, very much visible on the board. That is role of artificial intelligence in banking. That is the topic that was given to me. And over the next 120 minutes or so, let me try to discuss this, deliberate. In the process, I may also learn, because knowledge is to be shared, and also during the course of sharing the knowledge, you also get a chance to learn many things. Fine, we'll start now. The topic is role of artificial intelligence in banking. Coming to the agenda, I would like to touch upon and deliberate on following things, starting with the scope of application of AI, that is artificial intelligence. And under that, I have got two small headings, subheadings, in fact, banking value chain and ecosystem, because I believe in domain expertise. Until unless you have the complete control or grip over the domain, you will not be able to do any application in technology. So domain expertise is important. I would like to touch upon briefly banking value chain, and then I would like to discuss on AI. Of course, this FDP, it's a week-long FDP. The theme is AI. This is my 8th session, of course. This is the 8th session, of course, of the FDP. Overall, FDP is, this is my, this is 8th session. So what I'm trying to say, already 7 sessions got over, and already the participants are exposed to AI. But still then I will touch upon briefly, of course, from a perspective of my discussion, in fact. Then I would like to discuss on real world case studies, challenges that what we have, okay, and then further readings and learning, question and answers, and session feedback. Dr. Periswamy sir, you can mute, please. Yeah, Dr. Periswamy sir, you can please mute.
Dr. Periswamy.
Yeah, so I request all the participants to mute. When there is a chance you speak, I'll give sufficient chances to speak out. Then you please come out and then speak. Fine. Now, before I go to the topic, let me tell the artifact. That is, what is that I am trying to give you? What is my package? Of course, PPT is the main tool that we use when we go for deliberations online. And then some polling will be there. There is quizzing. Of course, I'll do polling on the PPT only, of course. I'll share the questions, and you have to share your answers in the chat box, of course. That is polling, quizzing. That I will do on a consistent basis. On every, after the each and every slide, I will have some quiz for you. So please do that. And then I will discuss some real world case studies to understand, to appreciate the application of AI in the banking space. And then 1 or 2 videos I would like to share with you. One video is just 2 minutes, the other is 4 minutes, so that there will be value addition, in fact. So this is another pedagogical tool, okay, artifact tool, in fact. I want to use it today. 2 videos at appropriate places I would like to show it to you. One is 2 minutes, other is 4 minutes video. And also I would like to do one activity if possible. It all depends on time. See, this gathering, I don't know, honestly speaking, the profile, but what I understand using my common sense, almost all the participants are area of commerce and management. Some are with commerce and management background, some are with engineering, science background. That's what I feel. So given the diversity of the target group or the audience, so here and there, whatever I discuss may look like a trivial item. For example, somebody from engineering background, because this data science and artificial intelligence, they are already aware of that. So here and there, you may find it very trivial. Please bear with me, because I have to address, because I understand that the most of the participants, the majority of the profile, if I take the summary profile of the participant, they're all management teachers, professors, okay, from the management and commerce space. So thereby, and also some are young, some are experienced. I don't know in which learning curve they are now, and some might be having some industry corporate experience as well. So please bear with me if you find me very trivial when I discuss my deliberations. So fine, please keep in mind that aspect, because my idea is to reach out to everybody. Fine. Of course, also I would like to give you readings, because it is a ocean actually. Even I am also pursuing my this thing attempt, okay, to understand all these things. Still the journey is on. So I would like to give you some readings also, so where you can enrich your understanding of the subject matter, of course. So this is what the plan, of course. I think it seems okay. I think I'll go to next thing. Yeah. Let me now begin with my agenda number 1. So where I would like to discuss banking on the one hand, AI on the other hand. So look at this slide. This is first one is artificial intelligence, which you are aware of. Second is Reserve Bank of India. So I thought of taking an appropriate logo. Of course, when you search on the internet, you get at least 1 lakh logos on banking. I thought being Indian, so let me take the apex body when it comes to banking, which is the apex body for regulation. Reserve Bank of India logo I have taken. And then coming to AI, it is in technology space. And coming to, of course, coming to technology, in fact, I'm not from technological background, but thanks to COVID, last 4-5 months, thanks to my institution where I'm working, so the environment is such that we have to equip our knowledge and skills and competencies on an ongoing basis. So thanks to that, so I was sort of forced to take one course on data science from IBM programs, where I learned something about this technology. Anybody can tell me what is the technology this icon stands for? Anybody from the audience? You can speak out, of course. Now you please speak out, or you can put in chat. Either
Python.
Excellent. Python is a very popular language. It is a open source language, free of cost. You can learn. It is easy to learn also. So when a person like me, who is from commerce background, could adopt to this and could understand what is Python using Jupyter Notebook platform, so you can also learn, of course. But just I have mentioned Python here. It's a very popular in the fintech space as well. There are many R programming is there. Stata is there. There are many. It's a people say it is a very powerful language when it comes to technology space in AI. Many more technologies are there. Let us not worry about that, because our intention is to understand and appreciate AI in the when it comes to application to banking. And coming to banking, domain expertise. I just now talking about domain expertise. You might have seen yesterday news came. Government of India revamped the Income Tax India website thanks to collaboration from Infosys. But still there are technical glitches. So then they called CA Institute, Chartered Accountants Institute of India, to look into the matter, because Infosys can deliver on technology front, but you need somebody who is having hands-on when it comes to technology, that is domain expertise, income tax and GST, of course, income tax portal they were referring to, income tax. It's a big law. In fact, all of us know it actually. So fine, domain expertise is required as far as banking is concerned. When I say domain expertise, people say, of course, some of our veterans here among the participants, some are learners like me, of course. So when I say banking, it's a big space. So across the value chain, one should understand banking. So my attempt is in the next slide. I would like to spend 5-10 minutes on the banking space. Not that you don't know. You all of you know, because you're all from commerce and management space, you know banking very well, of course. But I would like to touch upon a couple of points here for the benefit of everybody, so that you can correlate with and link with what I'm trying to say and deliberate over the next 1.5 hour or so. Okay. When it comes to application of AI. So with that intention, let me do that. So please permit me to go to the next slide. Fine. Look at this actually. Now in this slide, I try to capture the value chain of banking. Of course, I'll not be able to do everything justice because of paucity of time, etc. But still, I will try to do it, of course. Yeah. So coming to you, all of us know that Reserve Bank of India is apex body. We know that, of course, simple thing. And then coming to next thing is scheduled commercial banks. We have got in that, we have got nationalized banks, foreign private banks, etc. And we have got urban cooperative banks, regional rural banks, small finance banks. Whatever I'm putting here in the blue color, It is all basic, of course, which is the core of banking. When we say banking, this is the fundamental thing that we need to cover, in fact, of course, to start with. And then we have got NBFC. Now there is a talk that NBFCs, non-banking financial companies like Bajaj Financial Services, Mahindra Finance, etc., etc. Many companies, many banks are in the NBFC space as well. So they want to get into banking space. So RBI is mulling on that issue, of course. So even the NBFC is a thing to be kept in mind when we discuss application of AI in banking. And also microfinance is something which we cannot avoid. AU Small Finance Bank, you must be aware of that. And then there are many SKS Finance, many microfinance companies are there in the corporate space, which are also listed on the stock exchange. We should keep in mind microfinance. And of course, insurance, LIC logo I have taken because it is the apex body when it comes to insurance in India. Of course, now private players are there. Across banks, we have got insurance being vertical. So that's why insurance and banking, they go together. That's why we say BFSS space, banking, financial services, and insurance. So that's why when I say banking, insurance, also I should cover. That's what I want to take that also under the ambit of our discussion, and also under the scope of banking discussion. Startups are there which are giving challenge to banking. Some of my friends attended last year some of the conclave arranged by corporate entities. Okay, so even the smart startups are giving lot of stiff competition to big banks like SBI, Bank of Baroda, and then other banks, of course, in the PSU space. Private banks, they are, because of the agility, etc., they adopt technology very fast for various reasons, of course. Fine. So startup space is very interesting. Fintech, of course, almost all, each and every company which is in startup across the industries, it's a basically fintech company, of course, financial technology. And also we have got payment banks. Payment banks, of course, that space all of us aware of. Airtel Payment Bank, we have got Jio. Paytm itself is a payment bank. Indian Post also given. Okay, fine. So please mute all of you. My request is to all of you is to please mute. Okay, fine. So this is the payment bank space we need to keep in mind. Then we have got digital wallets. Again, when I say banking, all these things have to be considered. So I'm trying to put everything in form of a logo so that you can connect easily. That's the visual appearance is good actually. I'm using that, leveraging that tool in fact. So we have got Google Pay, of course, Bharat Pay, Phone Pay. Even Paytm is digital wallet as well as that's a payment bank in fact. And then we have got, of course, to govern this digital wallet, you need UPI. What is UPI? Can anybody tell me what is UPI?
United Payments Interface.
Unified Payment Interface.
Fantastic. Okay, Dr. Selvi, that is the correct answer. John sir also perfectly correct. Fine. So Unified Payment Interface. And we know that there is a body, of course, under the broad umbrella of overarching authorities, RBI. Under that, we have got National Payments Corporation of India, NPCI, in fact. It works under RBI and it takes care of UPI, settlement, everything. It's a payment clearing corporation as well. And then we have got Policybazaar intermediaries, all fintech companies, which are the reasons for this disruption. And this is why AI is very much required because of these people. Policybazaar and then ACO, for example, earlier 30-40 years back, we used to go to LIC office, talk to the development officer, and then after 1 week, we take a call. Now, Policybazaar, you just log in, within 10 minutes, you can finalize your across. It is a dashboard where you get all the policies, all the products of all the companies in the world. So everything because of fintech. There is again artificial intelligence, fintech, of course. ACO is a wonderful, of course, there are many, of course. Want of space, want of time, I'm highlighting only one or two. Coming to ACO, let me talk 1 or 2 minutes about ACO. See, ACO is in a private space, of course. There you just log in there and then just enter your car number. Other companies, I'm just saying what is the adoption of technology. In other places, Oriental Insurance, sorry to say this word, please don't think otherwise. Again, my company, there you have to key in everything. In ACO, just key in your number. It will give you the picture of the car, which model, which variant, everything. All auto-populated, the data is auto-populated. That is the customer experience. There was another wonderful fintech. It is based out of Bangalore. It's our Karnataka-based company. In fact, it is in capital market space. they are also creating lot of competition to banks, because you can go and park the money in Zerodha. No need to, of course, from bank you can park the money in Zerodha. There you can play and earn more than FD interest. There are overnight funds are there, mutual funds are there, and the Zerodha. Of course, some of you might be trading on Zerodha portal. It is a tough competition to banks. That's why even Zerodha is also a relevant discussion, quick discussion in the banking space. And CAMS, CAMS, of course, it is already listed now. They also, it's a aggregator. In fact, they help you to invest in mutual funds directly. For example, I'll give you a quick example, the importance of Zerodha and CAMS vis-a-vis the banks. Supposing I have got an account with ICICI Direct, when I want to buy mutual funds, I can buy only regular mutual funds. Whereas Zerodha and CAMS help me to buy direct mutual funds, where I can save 1% annual expenses. Okay, vis-a-vis regular plan, direct plans are cost effective. So if you hold your investment for 5, 7, 8, 10 years, it's a big amount, of course. So CAMS, again, you can leverage on CAMS and buy direct mutual fund. Competition to banks. That's what I'm trying to say here. Again, credit card companies, it is a MasterCard, of course, Visa, of course, Indian, Rupee, of course. So all these things, card companies, they provide a technology platform, again, posing a lot of challenge because of this disruptive world to the banks. And Cred is a wonderful, now it's again based out of Bangalore. They help you to make the payment just within 1 or 2 clicks. Plus you get reward also for paying your credit card. Earlier we used to go to bill desk or through banks. No, nothing. And in fact, you have to pay some transaction cost. Whereas Cred, 1 or 2, just you can download the app on the mobile, cost effective, time effective. All this is the advantage of this Cred. These are all posing a lot of competition to banking space. So this is, I think I have come to the end of this slide. My idea of this slide is to help you understand, not that you are not knowing. Some of you were knowing, of course. It all depends on the where exactly you are in the learning curve. But if you know all these things, basics, many more are there, then you'll be able to appreciate AI in banks, why we should adopt AI in banks, and what is the level of competition. Why do we embrace technology? Because of competition. Because of you have to deliver the goods at a compelling price. The services or product. That's what my intention of this slide. If you have questions, you can ask me. I'll go to otherwise next slide. Any questions? This is question mark is any questions if you want. You can, if you permit me, I'll go ahead.
Startup is a fintech type of company.
Yes, madam. Who is asking this question? Please repeat. I didn't hear.
I am Geeta Narayanan. You have written some startup as it's a company name, or it's all the startups.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I got the question, madam. Madam, what I was referring to here is startup means it is eco space, startup eco space, and it is a so any company which is starting. Suppose I start tomorrow one company, I come under startup eco space, and is number 1, second is Bangalore only when it comes startup space. Almost all startup companies are fintech company banks. So my idea of putting this logo for startup and fintech is to my thought that startups, which are basically fintech companies, irrespective of the industry they are in. For example, there is a startup my friend is having, of course, he's a founder of that. He's in real estate space. It's a fintech company. Real estate space, he is creating a lot of advantages for the customers. He's linking the developers and the consumers through wonderful technology platform. It's a fintech space. I think I answered your question, ma'am.
Sir, what is the role and responsibility of Cred?
Yeah, those who watching cricket, of course, now cricket match is going.
Yes.
Yeah. You see the Cred and Rahul Dravid.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. There is also a word like Kannada. So he says one word there.
Yes.
Exactly in that video clipping, that content, if you watch. So there is, of course. Let us see. Coming to the Cred, is a fintech company. They facilitate you to pay credit card at one go. Normally, we used to, when we settle our credit card, either we go to bank platform or bill desk. Now, Cred, if you download the Cred on the mobile, within no time, they will track your bill and they will work on your bill. For example, when I get bill, I have got HDFC credit card. I get the bill, I get the explanation, everything, entries, transactions. What credit will do, not only enabling you to pay, it will give you reward points in cash as well as other reward points. Plus they will align and rebalance your portfolio of expenses, and they throw at you the composition of your expenditure in the last 1 month. Under broad headings: entertainment, travel, education, like that, hospitality. That will not be done by the HDFC or neither credit card. Maybe they may also pick up from this. That's what the challenge that what they are giving. I think I answered your question, sir. You can just download. Otherwise, you can connect with me. I'll tell you. So I thought I can pass on that thing to you. I'll also some when I give reference to the credit people, there'll be points. Thank you.
Yes.
Any other questions, sir? Can I go to next thing? Okay. So. Fine. Next, I think there is one question coming up on you. So please, answer this question, please. Simple question, very trivial question. Just to keep you engaging, I'm putting these questions. Some are very, very silly. Please bear with me. Please put in the chat. Okay, first.
Sir, just a moment. A participant, don't disturb the resource
Yeah,
person.
they're putting, they're writing on the board also. Because mostly they are away from the classes, they want to write. I think I understand the behavior actually. In fact, artificial is all about capturing behavior of the people and then help the businessman to do business. I understand that. We can control that, but we want to be friendly with them. Okay, fine. Not an issue. I understand. Okay, fine. So fine. I think this question, I think all of you, I think you can answer this question. I think most of you
Payment Bank and IRDA.
Exactly. So answer is correct. Most of you put in the chat. Thank you very much. Very silly question. Don't laugh at this question, but it keeps you, the idea of doing all these things, it helps you to connect with me. Otherwise you will go wherever, because I understand delivering a lecture is a very easy thing, but listening to lecture is a tough thing. I understand. So I'm having advantage, you're all having disadvantage listening to me. Please bear with me. That's why all these tricks I'm playing, of course. In a good sense, of course. Okay, fine. I think you have answered. In fact, the correct answer, as you put in the chat box, perfectly correct. So I'll go to next thing. Now, what I will do, I'll spend some time on artificial intelligence, because I took some time on the banking, helping us to understand the value chain, the ecosystem. In fact, now, rather than value chain, I can say ecosystem. Okay, fine. Of the banking as far as India is concerned. So I'll spend some time on artificial intelligence. Let me not bore you with too much. You know all these things. The definition is because this is a 8th session you're attending. The overall theme is artificial intelligence. I understand that. I don't want to bore you. But a couple of points I would like to pick here. Okay. Pardon me if it is a repetition. See, actually, artificial intelligence picks up our behavior, and then it does the work of a human being when it comes to cognitive abilities and functions. For example, perceiving the things. How do we perceive others? When we talk to others, the language we use, the tone we use, okay, we perceive, and then marketing people, they use that. Marketing is all about perception of the customers, of course, reasoning and learning, problem solving, etc. And then they use a lot of capabilities which you are already aware of. ML means not money laundering, of course, machine learning, because it all, that's why when you use the abbreviation, you should understand which space you are in actually. Money laundering, AML, anti-money laundering, we know use in banking space and finance, whereas I'm referring to ML means machine learning. Facial recognition, you know this, computer vision, virtual agents, and autonomous vehicles. I would like to touch upon 1 or 2 points quickly. Computer vision helps you, facial recognition helps you to in doing that your KYC norms, know your customer, especially all the banks, especially private banks. They are forthcoming, of course. They are number one when it comes to embracing technology, ICICI, etc. So using that, they do KYC norms, computer vision. Virtual agents, chatbot, you know, of course. When we call, nowadays people are not there. So chatbots, so they are virtual chatbots. They help us to understand and then help us to take our query and try to resolve our query. That is chatbots, of course. You know that virtual agents. Autonomous vehicles means when we see the word autonomous vehicles, we immediately Tesla Motors, self-driving, without driver car, we get to hear the picture will come. But when I in the banking space, what I'm trying to say is that recently article came in Wall Street Journal. So now, of course, it's already happening. Of course, you will find a bank without anybody there, autonomous. So nobody will be there. Of course, we are experiencing because of digital and online banking experience. Hardly we go to bank, of course. This is called as autonomous vehicles. So just like car without driver, banks can be done. Even insurance, everything is autonomous now. There is no intervention of the human beings. Having said that, new opportunities, but it is putting an end to mundane jobs. But net there is an increase in job opportunities. People are scared. No, it will take away even some of we share. Okay, in our faculty fraternity, sometimes we share because of this technological advancement. A day will come because of the MOOC courses, Coursera courses. When Ashwath Damodaran is giving all his videos, etc., and top class professors from Wharton, Harvard, etc., they are sharing their video, PPT, and voice. So, what is the stake? Will I have any relevance? So, what I say is that we'll have. That's why we should be continuously updated. So, this whatever presentation I'm making today will go obsolete by the end of the day, or by the time I finish, it will be obsolete. So tomorrow I will have to come up with a new thing and new innovations will set in. So that's why we have to be continuously relevant. That's what I'm trying to say here. And this it is standard artificial intelligence which captures everything. So that's why I'm leveraging on this. I don't want to explain everything. It is a self-explanatory, of course. Input the source also. If you want to, you can just take a photo of the screen. You can take a photo of this screenshot of the PPT, and where you will get more insights on artificial